Hey y'all, I don't know if you're like me, but right now we have a lot of friends who have the flu, strep, stomach bug, all kinds of issues going on right now. So we decided at our home we're really going to try to fight the germs. So getting out in the sun, getting a little extra vitamin D, taking a little extra vitamin C, drinking orange juice, all of the good stuff. But for supper tonight, we decided that we're going to do a flu fighter soup, and this is a chicken cabbage soup. And so what's going to go into this chicken cabbage soup is about a half of a head of chopped cabbage. We've got 2 carrots that are cut up in rounds. Of course, I've got just a rotisserie chicken to make it easy. I have a rotisserie chicken all shredded. We have about a half of a medium onion chopped. We have about a teaspoon or so of Italian seasoning and 3 cloves of garlic that is chopped. And can't forget, this is really part of the flu fighter right here. And this is 8 cups of chicken broth. And most of this broth comes from my daughter, who likes to make her own chicken broth. She made sure that we went by her house and picked some up because she said that's really what's going to fight the flu. So if it does or not, I don't know. Okay, so let's get started. I've got about a tablespoon, something like that, of olive oil on medium heat in my pan, heating up, and I'm going to throw in my onions and let those sizzle and get a little brown. I'm also going to throw in my carrots. And we're going to give those a couple of minutes to heat up. Let those onions turn translucent. Smells wonderful already, and I love to hear that sound. So I've tried this soup a couple of times before, and what's funny is, my whole entire life up until maybe 2 years ago, when I started having a little digestive issues, I wouldn't touch cabbage with a 10-foot pole. It was not going to go into my body. But now I eat cabbage regularly, and all of the cabbage family, like broccoli, etc., because it does help me with my digestive issues. And when I first made the soup, I knew I would hate it, but I didn't. I liked it. It was very good. So I'm looking forward to it tonight. All right, so I feel like our onions are looking really good. I'm going to go ahead and throw in our garlic. Let that brown up for about 30 seconds to a minute. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour in my Italian seasoning. Get that all stirred in. Mix it up. Wow, there's nothing that smells better than onion and garlic browning. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour in our broth very carefully because it is a lot. And I'm making a mess. Okay, so the broth is poured in, and now I'm just waiting for it to come to a boil. And after it comes to a boil, I've turned my heat up on high. And once it comes to a boil, I'm going to turn the heat to medium high, and I'm going to put the top on, and I'm going to let it boil for about 10 minutes or so. Maybe a little bit longer than that, whatever we've got to get the carrots tender. So however long that takes, we'll let that boil, and then we will come back and we will add the rest of our ingredients. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes that we've had a low roaring boil here for the carrots to tender up. So now I'm going to go ahead and add in my chicken. And again, remember, this was just a rotisserie chicken that I shredded. And then I'm going to add in my half a head of chopped cabbage. And whoops, get it all in there. Stir it around a little bit. And then we're going to let it cook for another 10 to 15 minutes until all of the cabbage is wilted and everything is tender and ready to go. So I'll put the lid on and let it do its thing. Okay, I think that we're about ready. Let's check. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. I think we're good. The cabbage looks nice and a little wilted. Let's just go ahead and season with a little pepper and a dash of salt. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put in a few red pepper flakes to add a little bit of heat and stir it up. All right, let me put this down and grab a ladle, and let's see how it's going to work. Looks delicious. And I popped in a little cornbread, and we're going to serve ours with a little cornbread today. And of course,